I'll be doing the Mars series of numbers, and Mars is very interesting because Mars being number 9 and combining with any of the other numbers, it becomes itself again. It turns into whatever it combines with, it becomes back to that number. But I'll give an example of it as I go. These are the Mars numbers. When you put Mars, which is number 9, with the sun, it becomes it becomes a 10-1, which is reputation, and it's what they call the Wheel of Fortune. And it means that the persons will be remembered for what they do or their accomplishments or for good or bad. The Wheel of Fortune is, as the 10th card of the tarot says, their reputation will be made depending on their actions and behavior. Now, when you combine it with the number 2, which is the moon, it becomes an 11-2, and again, that's an intuitive, creative couple that are very emotional together, but somehow they'll be in the limelight one way or the other, or their relationship will be, and issues of privacy may come into the relationship. When you combine 9 plus 3, which is Jupiter, and of course, it's the 3 series 3, 12, 21, 30, Pisces, and Sagittarius. It becomes 12-3, which is the sacrifice. The couple sacrifice their time, effort, or concern to helping other people. And that will be what the couple will do together. When you combine both planets, it causes certain effects. When you combine 9 with the 4, which is Uranus, it becomes a 13-4. And that causes a lot of changes in place and plans with people, and very self-oriented. They have to watch about being too aggressive. Those are the Napoleano numbers, the 13-4. And a lot of times the end of a relationship or the passing of someone causes a great change of place and plans. Now, the number 5, which is Mercury, with Mars, 9, becomes 14-5. And that's a very public figure. 14-5 makes somebody in the limelight, and they're always juggling their schedule and their activities and questioning the actions or behavior of others. And of course, the 5 series has to do with Gemini and Virgo, and people born on the 5th, 14th, or 23rd of any month. So Mercury, it's a very changeable, up and down, a variable relationship. Now, when you combine 9 and 6, you get Venus, and it becomes a 15-6, and the couple tends to get favors or considerations from other people. And with Venus, they look like a nice couple together. Now, when you combine 9 and 7, it becomes Neptune, and it becomes a 16-7, and and it's a learning relationship, and they learn a lot from each other, and things about health care or beauty care or health and beauty, or places where chemicals could possibly come into the lives of people or those close to them. And they give up one thing for another. There tends to be a separation or a problem concerning a meal in some way. When you combine 9 and 8, it becomes 8 is, of course, is Saturn, but it becomes a 17-8, and the people will be remembered for what they do. Usually there's scientific or technical pursuit somehow in the relationship, and they relate to water places. And Saturn always teaches lessons. It's a karmic number, and there's a desire for some form of solitude or getaway. Now, when you combine 9 and 9, it's like Mars and Mars. It becomes an 18-9, and a lot of times the people have to avoid upheaval and disagreements, because it's a very volatile number. But this is the way Mars 9 interrelates from 1 through 9, which comes back to Mars. And of course, the influencing factors are the sun numbers, the moon numbers, the Jupiter, the Uranus numbers, the Mercury, the Venus, the Neptune, and the Saturn, and the Mars, again with the Mars. But Mars is a very volatile planet, and it relates to Aries or Scorpio, and those born on the 9th, 18th, or 27th day of any month.